Hi, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Theory. My name is Baron, and in today's session, I shall teach you all about two particular bug types found in the Unova games. And don't worry, one of them are not Volcarona. No, we did a video last week. So if you're finding yourself at a place in your life at the beginning or end of this video, where you feel like you just need a bit more of Unovian, is that a word? Insects? Then make sure you check out the video as well. Anyway, we're not talking about Volcarona today. No, as a matter of fact, we're talking about two often forgotten Pokemon overshadowed by their evolutions, these being Shelmet and Karrablast. Today's video is covering how these Pokemon and their own little niches around the world is at war. Now let's back up a little and clarify something. When I say war, I of course don't mean a full-blown world intergalactic war with rebels fighting Empire. No, that would be quite ridiculous. What I mean is more of a biological, evolutionary war. This is in spite of a Salgor being a badass ninja bug, and a Scavalier being a brute Roman soldier snail. This would be something that has been going on for generations, affecting life cycles and evolutions. This would be because of Karrablast's tendency to steal Shelmet's shells. Now for a bit of background and a bit of understanding on how this can actually happen. Both Karrablast and Shelmet are based on bugs, but more specifically, they are based on a snail-eating beetle in Japan, shown on this picture, with Karrablast being the beetle and Shelmet being the snail. And I'm very sorry if you're afraid of bugs that I show this picture. Now, how this slaughter happens is a bit too grotesque for me to explain here, but the beetle essentially climbs into the shell, trying to drag out the snail. Now, going away from this horridness, let's link this to the Pokemon, shall we? Both the Karrablast and Shelmet are trait evolutions, evolving into Pokemon called a Salgor and a Scavalier respectively, as we mentioned. This means that these Pokemon, along with some others, must be traded over Wi-Fi, either over a global trading system connecting strangers worldwide, or a local Wi-Fi between two friends. Now, many Pokemon evolve regularly through this, some need an item, and following. However, Karrablast and Shelmet are special cases. They need to be traded with each other in order to evolve. According to Pokédex facts and information released by Game Freak, it is because of an electrical energy that is released during trading that Karrablast starts inhabiting Shelmet's shell. But why is this? What is this electrical signal? It is not hard to understand why each Pokemon evolve into what they become. If we look at the color palette of Shelmet, it has both a pink and green coloration, resembling a Salgor's head coloration in many ways. If we compare this to Karrablast, we can say that a Scavalier has a torso consisting of the same blue and yellow colors that Karrablast inhibits. Yet this evolution seems reversed, like something got switched. Shelmet is much more similar to a Scavalier, with both having silver shells, and Karrablast and a Salgor not having these shells. My theory is that the electrical energy we talked about released in evolution is actually magnetism. This would mean that Shelmet's shell is actually magnetic. Now, if you didn't pay attention during physics in school, don't worry, your friend Baron has got you covered. A magnet is anything that carries a static magnetic field with it. What we call a magnet is actually just an object where electrons spin in the same direction. This can then be paired with an object where electrons spin in the opposite direction, creating the unstoppable attraction between the two. Now, you might be asking what this has to do with evolution. Well, like I said, the process of the evolution of the two Pokemon, as it is explained in the games, is that Karrablast attacks Shelmet, which creates an electrical energy which would force Shelmet out and Karrablast in. Well, it is my theory that through the evolution, the shell becomes magnetic somehow. This, as explained, means that the electrons around the shell start moving in the same direction. Now, in order for this to work, Karrablast's electrons need to move in the opposite direction to the shell. If they do, the two becomes magnets and attach to each other. This makes sense since a Scavalier is a bug in steel type. Magnets are usually formed from iron, since electrons travel fast around these, and steel is actually comprised of both iron and carbon. Now, there are actually multiple ways to make steel magnetic. One of these is to hold a strong magnet close to it, and the magnetism is transferred to the steel object. they can then be matched to create magnetism between them. This further provides clues that the Karrablast is magnetic, actually providing the magnetism to the shell. And of course, this wouldn't be the only example of Pokemon evolving by magnetism. Both the Magneton and Nosepass need to be exposed to magnetic fields in order to evolve. So how do we connect this smaller theory to the bigger theory? Well, if your home and property were taken from you, wouldn't you retaliate? Wouldn't you go over to your neighbor's house, knock on their door, and threaten to TP their lawn if they didn't give you back your shell? Well, okay, maybe the example doesn't work for humans really, but if you were a ninja bug who had just gained 120 points more speed, you wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. And in fact, it is not uncommon for animals to have their habitat stolen, whether this be their home, their prey, or similar. The thing to remember here is that one of these animals is on top of the food chain usually. So for example, if an eagle will steal a fish from an osprey, the osprey wouldn't want to mess with the big guy upstairs. The issue between a Salgor and a Cavalier is that there is no big guy upstairs. Neither Pokemon has a clear advantage over the other. One makes up for what the other has not, with a Solgar having very high speed and high special attack, and a Cavalier being focused on attack and defensive stats. They also have very few attacks that can counter each other with super effectivity, with the Cavalier's answer being Peck and Airlace, but they are an egg movement and technical machine move respectively, meaning very few as Cavaliers in the wild carry these. Since neither is on top of the food chain, and they share pretty much every area in the wild, the habitats between these would clash, leading to a biological war for survival between these two bugs. So guys, that was my video. It sure is interesting being a bit of a zoologist, looking at different Pokemon in the natural habitat, so to speak. If you did enjoy this one, make sure you drop a big thumbs up in the comment section below, and don't forget to click that subscribe button for me, so you never miss an upload from me. But with that being said, I've been Baron, and I pronounce this class adjourned. See ya.